Welcome back to a very special episode of H3 Weapon Deep Dive. As a celebration of me finishing a video on every single semi-auto pistol in the spawn table, I am going to do a video where I talk about what my favorite semi-auto pistol is for take and hold. Specifically, I'm going to do a top 10 video! Yes, what are my top 10 semi-auto pistols for take and hold? This is a completely subjective list. There are some objective choices in there, but as a list, it is my subjective opinion on what is currently available in the spawn table. In the future, there will probably be more semi-auto pistols, so there may be new ones taking their place. Let me know what you think and what your favorites are in the comments below, because algorithms! It's all about algorithms. Shall we get started? Let's get started. Let's get started with the honorable mentions. These are pistols that didn't make the cut in terms of me bothering to rank them from 1 to 10, but they're all pretty good pistols, and I wouldn't mind getting them as a drop in take and hold. So let's get started. Okay, the first honorable mention is the M1911. This is the modern. I like it the best because it's got green dots on it. Well, not necessarily the best, but I like it because it's got green dots on it. It does not have a bottom rail, so that sucks. It does not have very big extended magazines, so that sucks. But, you know, as a drop, as a standard 45, hey, pretty good. All right, second up on the honorable mentions is the P250 in 45 ACP. It's got a bottom rail, which is really handy. Put a laser on it. It's got pretty good sights on the front. It's got bright white dots on it. Very nice. Big chunky ejection port so you can see, but it doesn't have a very big magazine. 45 ACP, good caliber, but a small magazine. If it had a bigger magazine, it'd be on the list somewhere. Oh well. It's also got the funky hammer thing going. Hey. Next up on the honorable mentions, and these are in no particular order, the USP Match in 45 ACP. You can see a trend going here with 45 ACP, can't you? This one's really nice. It's got big external chunky controls that you can see really well. A big ejection port that's easy to see. Nice long barrel. Doesn't have a very big extended magazine. So that's a bummer. And it does have, whoops, I shouldn't have put that there, but it does have bottom rails, and I can't find my laser. But it does have bottom rails. Imagine that's a laser. There, it kind of looks like a laser if you look through the bottom of it. So you can fix that. But the sights are not very good. So kind of garbage sights, which you could fix with a laser, but okay. And then no extended magazine. So, but it is a very accurate pistol. Nice. Next up in the honorable mentions category is the CZ75 Shadow. I just kind of like this gun. It's got a bottom rail, so you can put a laser on it, which is nice. It's got good white dots, excuse me. Not super bright white, but they're white and they work. Yeah, it doesn't have a very big extended magazine. So that's one of the major drawbacks of it, and that's why it's in the honorable mentions category and not ranked up high. It's in 9x19. It's a good gun. All right, next up in the honorable mentions category, this might be a shocker. The SCR AR-15. Wait a minute, is this even a pistol? Well, it's in the pistol category. It's chambered in 5.56x45, so same as an M16. In fact, it's basically a chopped down M16, M4, whatever you want to call it. It's in the AR-15 family. And I don't think it's a pistol. It's that simple. Why? That's why. Well, that's one of the reasons why. It has the kind of flintlock blunderbuss style aiming where you really do have to grab it with the front sight and pull down. And to me, that ain't a pistol. Otherwise, this thing, I mean, in terms of performance, this thing's beastly. If once you put 2 hands on it, and if you can aim the damn thing, it's great. But with this aiming mechanic, not so good. Rails for days, no top sight, so if it spawns without an optic, you're screwed. Bottom rail, great, but you know, and obviously a Stanag magazine, so you can get, you know, more power than you need, but too many problems and not really a pistol. Next up in the honorable mentions category is The Uzi Pro pistol. Okay, it's in the pistol category. It is single fire, not full auto. It doesn't use the pistol control mechanics, but, you know, hey, it's an Uzi. It's 9x19. You know, it goes bang, especially if you load it and put the safety off. The sights aren't very good. They're okay. It does have a bottom rail, so you could fix the sights. It has a top rail, so you could put a red dot on it if you want to. But it's not very pistol-y, is it? The main reason, though, is this. When you fire it, it does not lock the bolt open. So if you're playing take and hold and you're bang, 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 and you reload, you can't just use the bolt release and go chunk. So you've got to take the extra time to load it manually. That's a little bit of extra time I don't want to spend if I'm playing take and hold because I reload constantly, right? So yeah, it's a minor thing, but that's why it's in the honorable mentions. It's a good gun. If I got this as a drop, I'd be happy. But I would be happier with the ones that are on the list. Hey, finally, our last honorable mention is maybe a shocker, but it's an MP5. This specifically is the SP5K. It is a single-shot MP5 with no stock, which, again, isn't really a pistol in my book, but it's more of a pistol than that SCR because you can actually kind of pistol aim it, right? It's a little wobbly. You got to pick it up a little more than you would with a pistol, and you can two-hand it. I don't like the sights on any of the MP5s. They're just weird to me. Maybe it's just a VR thing, but I just always struggle with them. So the sights aren't very good. It doesn't have a bottom rail. It does have a big old drum, though. You can get a big, what is this, 50? I think that's a 50 round MP5, 9x19 drum on it. You can get that funky top rail. I didn't put it on here because it's obnoxious. It really gets ugly when it gets way up there on a pistol. It doesn't feel right. But the magazine, boy, you can't mistake that. Ooh, and it is an MP5 after all. So would I be upset if it dropped and taken hold? Nope. But again, there are better for what I'm looking for. All right, let's get it on. Coming in at number 10, drumroll please, is the cow gun. All right, it's not quite cow spots, but it's close. M1911 operator, specifically the operator, because I think it has a better red dot than the tactical, and I kind of like the looks of it better. It has a bottom rail, so you can put a laser on it, so you could get better sights than that red dot, perhaps. I don't like the red dots so much in pistols, but this one's not bad for the one that drops. I really wish you could remove it. It does not have a very big magazine, but you can get this cheesy 14-round magazine. This is in 45 ACP, of course. This is a double glued together magazine from the 1911 Derringer one. So if you could get this as a drop, boy, you'd be in a lot better shape than a standard 7 or extended, I think it's an 11-round magazine. But this is a pretty good choice if I can load it properly. There we go. I learned how to do stuff. So, number 10. Coming up at number 9. Kind of an odd choice. Here we go. The PMR 30. This is, here we go, PMR 30, an odd choice because of its chambering. It's in 22 Win Mag. Let's take a look at that. 22 Win Mag is small diameter, but a long caliber. So you can stack a lot in this magazine. That is a 30-round magazine. So it kind of qualifies as a high capacity magazine, even though it doesn't look like it. It's got a bottom rail, so you can put a laser on it. It's got really good and really funky top sights. So you can just go with those. If you want to put a red dot on it, you're out of luck. But hey, you don't need it, right? Good sights, you don't need a red dot in pistols. It's got, you know, the usual lock and release, and it's a nice pistol. The thing keeping it down at number 9 is the fact that 22 Win Mag just isn't that powerful in take and hold. So you're going to have to double tap. You know, you can't just one-shot stuff, even in the head. But 30 rounds, kind of hard to ignore. The PMR30. Coming up at number 8. Talk about hard to ignore. Yeah, that's right. The 5.7. The FN 5.7. This one's an FDE. Wow, why isn't this number 1? It's the 5.7, man. It's so cool. It's got a pretty high capacity 5.7 zappy zap magazine, and well, it's got a number of little annoying things in it. First of all, the magazine's sticky and hard to load. And I'm not making this up. I'm literally trying to load it right now. Yeah, sure, with practice, but if you have the physical mag reloading on, like I do right now, it is a giant pain in the butt. So, yeah, I kind of normally run with it turned off and take and hold for this sort of reason exactly, but I kind of wish I could, you know, run with it on so I could do AK reloads and stuff like that. So this is one of the problems that's keeping me from going physical mag all the time. It's got okay sights, but they're not very good. So you'd have to fix that. You could put a red dot on it, though, under here. And it's got, like I said, a good high-capacity magazine. So it's a good pistol, but number 8. Coming in at number 7, the USP match. Wait a minute. Didn't we see this in the honorable mentions? Yes. You saw the 45 ACP version of it. This is the 9mm version of it. And the biggest difference, other than chambering, obviously, is the sights are much better. Look at that. It is a very accurate firearm, like the other one, the other USP match is, but it's got much better sights on it. Still has the under barrel rail on it, so that's good. And it's, you know, it's a great pistol. Doesn't have a very big magazine. It's okay. I think it's 15 rounds off the top of my head, or is it 18 rounds? You'd think I'd remember all these things, but let me tell you, I've done every single pistol in there. I can't keep them all straight. But it is a very nice pistol. It definitely has match grade kind of accuracy to it, if I could line the sights up. The front sight is a little, I'm not super duper keen on it. I wish it was just a straight dot, but, you know, in take and hold, I'd be very happy to get this drop. Coming in at number 6 is the P226. Yes, the P226 is really nice. Again, good green dots. Not the greatest green dots, but very good. Let's see, it's got an underbarrel rail on it, so that's really handy. I like that. It doesn't have a really big magazine on it, but it has a good size magazine on it. I believe this is a 15 rounder, so that's pretty good. It's a good all-around pistol. I wish it had a bigger magazine on it. I wish it had slightly better sights on it. Other than that, it's great. And a great number 6, if I could aim properly. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Coming in at number 5 is the VP9. The VP9 has really nice green dot sights. I like these. It's chambered in 9x19. Doesn't have a really high capacity magazine, but it's got like a 15 rounder. That's okay. It's got an underbarrel rail. That's good. It doesn't really have any weaknesses other than that. Doesn't have a big extended magazine on it. You can see a real theme here, right? So it's really getting touchy here with these non-high capacity magazine pistols, but this is a really nice one. If I could aim. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Hey, the VP9. Coming in at number 4. You've all seen this one. The PX4 Storm, the very first one I reviewed. Well, not really reviewed. These aren't really reviews. These are explanations. Deep dives, if you will. The PX4 Storm. So what puts it up here at number 4? This is a lofty category, and a lofty ranking in the category, I should say. Number 4, well, it's got underbarrel rail, so nice modern stuff. It's got white dot sights, which are not as good as the green dots, but they are very bright, so that's nice. It's got a big extendo magazine on it. This is that PX4 magazine. excuse me, the CX4 magazine, yeah, which is a very big 9x19 magazine, and that's really what puts it up above a lot of the other ones, even though it doesn't have the best sights or rail or anything up here. But PX4 with that Beretta compatible magazine is very good, and it has a nice recoil characteristics of it. All right, number 4. All right, we're down to the top 3, and boy, let me tell you, these were getting tight at the end. Number 3, here we go. It is the Glock 17 Custom. It's got a red dot on top that isn't terribly annoying. Not a huge fan of the red dots on there. You know, it's a good reason it's not number 1. Can't take it off either. Doesn't have green, green cool sights, but this red dot's not that annoying to use. And, you know, if you can actually get a good red dot, boy, that's a real advantage. Got a bottom rail for lasers, and the elephant in the room, a 50-round 9x19 drum for the Glocks. Well, yeah, that's hard to ignore. So if you can get that drop and take and hold, well, baby, you got a stew going on. All right, if you saw number 3, you can probably guess number 2. Here we go. That's right, another Glock. The G19 Gen 3. Why? It's 9x19 just like the other one and doesn't have a red dot. That's why. It's got nice green dots, which I kind of prefer in this take and hold mode. It's got a bottom rail, so you can put a laser on it. And the laser without the red dot, I think, are actually a better combination than the laser with the red dot. Let's see if I can turn that on. There we go. So you can just look at the dot and not have a top thing interfering with your vision. So I like that better. And of course, it's got the elephant. It's a 9x19 50-round Glock drum. So you can do this. Whee! All day long. I really wish it wasn't in this color though. But hey, it's number 2. Before I reveal number 1, let's remember I was talking about good sights, under barrel rail so I can put a laser on it, because God, lasers are OP and take and hold. A big extended magazine, preferably with a powerful cartridge so I don't have to go double and triple taps on everything. Decent controls, good reloading, slide release, all the good stuff, right? So what has it all? The Glock G22 Gen 3 in 40 Smith & Wesson. Yes, big bright green sights. Okay, yeah, we get it. You like green sights. Yeah. It's got a bottom rail. It's got a big extendo 40 Smith & Wesson magazine, so you get more power than just 9x19. Look at that. It's a monster. It's a monster. It's got easy controls. It's got a slide. Whoa, it's got a slide lock and release. Oh, let me see if I can grab the thing properly. There we go. It's got everything. It's a great gun, and it's my number 1. Woohoo! Tasty. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. It was fun to put together, try and figure out what I like and take and hold, what works for me and what's in the spawner. I'm sure your list will be different. Let me know in the comments which your favorite are. You know, give me your top 3, let's say. Maybe your top 5 if you're feeling zesty. And going into the, into this scene and test them out and see what you like. Let me know in the comments because of algorithms. Until next time, I will see ya. Ooh, lefty. Oh, so sad. No fun juice.